Welcome to the Living in Utah live question and answer session here Thursday evening. It's just a open forum. You're welcome to ask any kind of questions that you would like. And tonight's topic will be Major League Baseball. State of Utah is doing pretty good. The other week, we actually had Nikki Haley visit the state. She has now dropped out of the presidential race, but she did make a visit here in Salt Lake City. It was great to see. A lot of security when she was here. Roads were a little bit busy. But there's a new report out by ESPN that listed Salt Lake City as one of the favorite teams to land one of the Major League Baseball expansion franchises. So it looks like Major League Baseball is looking at expanding. ESPN has reported that two cities are the front runners, Salt Lake City and Nashville, Tennessee. I think both locations will be great locations. Great. So they did mention that Salt Lake City is one of the front runners. And it seemed like my understanding on the article was that it appears that Major League Baseball likes someone on East Coast and West Coast as far as the expansion goes, maybe one on each. There is a lot being done behind the scenes. The Miller family. So the Miller family has put up a vast amount of money. They've already located property in downtown Salt Lake City to build this stadium. They have drawings, you name it. They've raised the funding. They're working behind the scenes to try to put something together. Now, the Miller family, if you're not aware of the Miller family, Mr. Miller passed away, I don't know, maybe about 10 years ago. But he purchased the Utah Jazz back in like 1985, 1986. And the Miller family owned the Utah Jazz up until about 3 years ago. And they sold it to another individual located here in the state. But the Miller family has been involved in the sports business for quite a while. They own a string of dealerships, car dealerships throughout the state of Utah and in other states. And Larry Miller, that was his primary business. He built it from the ground up. Opened his first dealership many, many years ago and expanded from there. Very successful man. The Miller family has actually sold the car dealerships to another company. At the moment, you will see the Miller name still on the dealerships. Larry Miller Chevy, Larry Miller Honda, et cetera, et cetera. So along the way, they've invested in other businesses, movie theaters, a vast amount of commercial property in Utah. They even developed homes. They were in the residential market. They might still be in the residential market, but they've done quite a bit. That is the Miller family is attempting to bring baseball to Salt Lake City. So I think it would be great. The state right now is also talking. The owner of the Jazz, Ryan Smith, is currently trying to obtain, he would like to bring hockey to the state of Utah. So on one front, they're trying to bring baseball, and on the other front, they're trying to bring hockey to the state of Utah. I don't know a whole lot about the hockey situation or what Ryan Smith has going or planned. There was a little bit of a rumor. The team down in Arizona was looking at possibly moving at one time. So I'm not too sure if the NHL is looking at expanding, and maybe he's looking at maybe getting an expansion team or purchasing a team to bring it to Salt Lake City. So people, there is some movement right now to try to bring hockey and baseball to the state of Utah. We'll see what happens. Be very interesting. I'd like to see it come to the state. Not holding a lot of hope, I would imagine. It might be quite a few years down the road, but who knows? There was also talk here that, and I'm not too sure what the latest is, but this summer, the Oakland A's, they're moving to Las Vegas, but I guess their lease runs out in Oakland, and they're looking for a location to play baseball. And they might look at playing their games this year in Salt Lake City. I think they're also trying to continue their lease in Oakland for the time being until they build their stadium in Las Vegas and move the team. Any questions for tonight? If not, I'm going to call it an evening. And I appreciate everybody who has joined. I will be back again next week. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Take care and stay safe. And don't forget, this weekend, the clocks spring forward. Have to move those clocks. Thank you.